Okay, so this video is a short video. We're just going to be talking about the project browser. So each view in the project has a view category and a sub-discipline. It also has a discipline as well, but that doesn't, in our view browser organization, that doesn't determine where it goes. So the first thing we'll talk about is the home page. The home page obviously is the only one in its category, and you can see that if we click on home page, its view classification is home page and its sub-discipline is home page. For our working plans, which will be in lowercase, you can tell a working plan by its lowercase versus a sheet view by its uppercase. So our working floor plans and our working RCPs are under the view category, view classification, design / working. We use working views for drawing, say, let's go to one. Say that you want to align certain families or do certain things that you don't want to show up in the sheet. You can go to the Annotate tab and do detail lines. Be sure to pick one that you can actually make new line types if you want, or you can just use what's already there. And you can draw different aligns to align, use the Align tool, this up here, and align things to there. You can also use the working view to look at multiple different disciplines in the same view. So if you use VG in a design view, you'll see that everything is on, or it should be on. And if it's not all on, you can use a view template. You right click on a working view, apply template properties, and you can click working view, and that will make sure that all model and annotation categories are on. So we'll go ahead and do that. So it also grays our grid lines, which is fine. We don't really care because it's not going on a sheet whether it's bold or not. So you can see all the different disciplines in here. You can also see section views. So if you try to draw a section view in a sheet view, you probably, oh, this looks very odd. It's probably because it's not the right background. If you try to draw a section view, you will see nothing, and you will get a warning that says that whatever you just drew you can't see, and that's because we don't have sections on in sheet views. So you will see those in the working view, and you can double click on them from here by clicking this the blue section head. And this doesn't have any view classification or sub-discipline, and it's going to, your newly created view is going to go into a bunch of question marks, and we hate question marks. So once you've created a section, if you use it and don't need it anymore, you can just delete it. If you want to keep it, then it should go in the view classification design working, and the sub-discipline of whoever you are. We'll say Joe Schmo, and that is once you hit apply, you'll see that under design working, Joe Schmo now has a section. You can do this with plans. You can take a working plan or a working RCP or a working view and duplicate it, either with or without detailing. Detailing are just annotation lines, annotation and lines, and your copy you can then change from all to Joe Schmo, and you will find it then in your Joe Schmo section or whatever your name is. This is good to keep this organized. We don't like a whole bunch of question marks showing up at the top. The same applies to any type of view, including if you go to this 3D button up at the top, it will create a new view that has your name in it, and it'll appear with a question mark at the top. So if you would like to keep your 3D view, please place it in your category under your name. The view classification and sub-discipline for sheet views works with view classification set to sheet, and sub-discipline is actually the sub-discipline, like fire alarm, lighting, power. The other sub-disciplines we have are sheet details, sheet diagrams, and sheet schedules. We also have site, although there's no site plan in here. It is also a sub-discipline of the sheet category. So beyond those, just make sure that you always keep your views that you've created in some category, whether it's if you've created it for everyone, then in the all section, or if it's just for you in your personal name section. And make sure when you're creating sheet views that you always place them in the correct category for and sub-discipline for sheet views. Also part of the project browser are legends. These can be placed on sheets multiple times. So a view can only be placed on a single sheet. It can't be placed on 2 sheets, whereas legends can be placed on multiple sheets. So legends include our general notes as well as our smart sheet notes and our dumb sheet notes. And schedules will appear here and sheets will appear here. Right now I have in the setting for sheets just all of them, but when you open the project for the first time, it will have a different organization. So this in the View tab under User Interface is where you'll find the different types of browser organization. And we use the Advanced, which is the view classification and sub-discipline for views. And for sheets, we usually use sheet prefix, although you can pick all if you don't like it. It's totally a user preference. And what that does is it groups it into our different series. So E4.0 are our power plans, and you have all your power plans under there. If you don't like this, again, you can always right click here and change it to all, and you can also change it by clicking User Interface and Browser Organization. Lastly, in our browser are the families, and you can use the family location to reload from a family or delete a family entirely from the project, which we don't recommend. And lastly, you'll find your groups and also your Revit links, which is simply a copy of what you'll find in your Manage Links browser. And that's everything.